Hi. Um, God, has the mic always been this sensitive? Well, I was meaning to draw a new Halloween costume, but my wrist hurted, and also I, as you might have heard, I got really into yet another podcast, so I've been distracted. That's fine. I can't really think of anything much cooler than the Winslow. Yeah, it's a good costume. I forgot I made my mouth heart be a broken heart on this one. That's cool. I'm like a smart guy. I'm kind of the smartest guy ever built. Hang on, water. I love to burp. It's known about me. I don't actually love it because it's uncomfortable. But I won't act ashamed about it. It's literally not my fault. And you shouldn't feel bad about burping either. That's not what I wanted my pre-stream rambling to be. I didn't go into this with a thought. I just really want to play this game. But I will... Okay. So... I've been getting really into poetry. Because of a podcast. So I signed up for the Poetry Foundation's daily poem newsletter, their Poem of the Day newsletter. The thing about this newsletter is that a lot of the poems they send me fucking suck. Like, yeah, you don't have to make, like, you can do whatever you want with a poem. I've enjoyed some prose poems that have zero flow to them in my time. But there's been some dog shit ones. Like, you're allowed to bend the rules. But I don't have to like it. But they sent me a good one though. It's an Emily Bronte poem. So it's an old ass one. A lot of the poems I've found lackluster seem to be newer ones, which are published in their magazine. But so have some of the ones that have hit me the hardest. So time means nothing in terms of art quality. Many are saying this. Anyway, I'm gonna read the poem. Because I got really excited about the fact that I got a good poem today. So I'm sharing it with everyone. And I'm telling you to go sign up for Poetry Foundation newsletter if you like poems. It's Fall Leaves Fall by Emily Bronte. I don't know why I keep pronouncing it like that. The poem. Fall leaves fall, die flowers away, lengthen night and shorten day. Every leaf speaks bliss to me, fluttering from the autumn tree. I shall smile when the wreaths of snow blossom where the roses should grow. I shall sing when night's decay ushers in a drearier day. I don't agree with the sentiment, but it's a pretty poem. I have nothing else to speak of. They call them gay. Oh, right. I set my goal to buying the fuzzy socks. The socks are actually $15 with free shipping. But I like the number 20. Honestly, I could have changed it to $10 because I am on the cusp of getting like $5 or $10 from my surveys. But again, I like the number 20 when it comes to dollars. None of that matters though. I'm playing the video game. I could talk about the video game. It's launching windowed! Why does this keep happening to me? I don't think it's showing up. Yeah, this is a Zeekerss game. This is by the Lethal Company dev. I don't know Zeekerss pronouns, so I'm gonna say they them for the rest of this. They've been pausing development on Lethal Company besides the Unity security patch stuff because they were finishing up this. And I've A, been missing Lethal Company, and B, am famously fond of interactive fiction. So I'm excited. It's not responding. That's great. Oh, I hear a sound from it though. Okay, options. Set full screen. You must first enter the dark place. I just want to capture the game! Please? It's making sounds. Okay, making me set up another goddamn window capture, are ya? Create new. Select. Once again, it doesn't show up in the fucking list of windows I can capture. Okay, well... Well... Hang on. I'll do the fucking window display capture again. See? Let me see if I remember how to hide my desktop icons. And the fucking context menu is frozen. That's weird. Okay, there it goes. Alright. Where's that? There's that. This is Chain Sumeragi again. She's once again helping us capture the game. Oh, content warnings within the game. My throat, sorry. Welcome to the Dark Place contains heavy themes surrounding death and mental illness, as well as descriptions of suicide. Okay. Audio is essential. Please play with sound. You will need a left and right speaker. Headphones are best. Your volume might be too loud if you could clearly hear the static noise. Be nice to your ears. I cannot clearly hear the static. I will adjust my personal volume accordingly. Around there should be nice. After the intro, every choice you make will be saved. You can press escape or start at any time to quit to the main menu. That resets all progress. You can also reset your progress in the options. That's how I could describe a state. Make a map of sorrow. C.S. Lewis, A Grief Observed. Oh, I got hit by a cars. I know it might not stop. I stand my ground. It screeches to a halt. I don't want to quit. I want to set full screen. I want my game to be large. Pull out my pocket pistol. I aim at the driver as I walk around to his door. His window is already rolled down. He's a burly-looking man who looks to be in his 30s. His eyes are darting around, then he focuses on me. Tell him to get out. This ride is mine, I say. The man stares and does nothing. Stare back. A grin spreads across his face, but his eyes stay the same. Keep staring. He opens the car door and slowly gets out. I wait until he moves away a safe distance. Getting slowly so I look serious. I seat myself inside, shut the door, and lock it. He left the key in the ignition. Drive! Press down the gas and the dark trees outside start whizzing by. Something doesn't feel right. The side view mirror? He's standing in the middle of the dark road behind me, smaller and smaller. He's waving a hand. Turn the mirror. I turn the mirror so I can't see him anymore. Something still doesn't feel right. I mean, you're supposed to be able to see that for it to be safe. Adjust my seat. That's what. That's all. I move the seat forward and lean down a little bit. Lean it back a little. This is better. Tinker with radio. Click the radio on and twist the dial. Some opera singer. Awkward. Now some silly country music. Gross. Stop at a solemn piano. Classical music. Boring. Twist the dial again. Some experimental rock. Some electronic pop. Not in the mood. I'm not in the mood for rap either. Ugh. What is your problem? Keep looking. Then I find pure static. Watch the road. Well, you're not supposed to do any of that. I lean back and let go of the steering wheel. I'm just resting my foot on the pedal, watching the road with eyes half open, imagining I'm on the ocean. Drift off. Well, no wonder you're going to the dark place, man. I can feel the bright wind and water battering my face. The shore stretches on for miles, and I'm alone. Drift off! I jerk awake. What's that noise? I'm still on the road. Go back to the sunroof. The sky is annoying and painful in my eye. The sky is dark and clear. I can see some stars. Calm down. Sun's static, and again I begin to drift off into its waves. You don't need to turn this radio off, man. Go wherever the road takes me. I open my eyes. The low fuel icon is lit up already. Cursed myself. Something in the road. Like, well, that wasn't it. That wasn't the right. That wasn't it. I blink. When I open my eyes, a deer is crashing through the front windshield. The airbag goes off and the car swerves into a tree. The deer is spazzing out. Sailors could kill me. I fall out onto the grass, lying right back. The deer suddenly freezes and looks at me from inside the car. Get up. The deer's head turns around on a swivel, all the way around, till it's facing me again. And its head pops up on two metal beams, revealing a round, winged-up wand clock. The clock goes off, rattling atop its severed neck. The deer explodes, and the car bursts into flames. I stagger away, standing in the brush off the side of the road. Well, somebody just tried to kill me with a deer. I gotta go. Stumble away in a panic. Walking down the road is tough. Grass is tall and wet and the leaves hang low on the trees. I stop. In the moonlight I see something sitting in the tall grass. It's a shiny black sculpture of some kind of bird with its head lifted high. A warm, colorful light emanates. A wind gushes out somewhere, as if from an open door. Well, I'm not going back, because it sucks back there. Get a closer look. Within its reflective shape, I see a sunny desert road. Turn my head and it becomes a shimmering glass train full of passengers, all laughing as it whizzes by. And it's a cavern carved out in the shapes of a cathedral, lit by an old man's mining helmet. I must be going crazy. No way. I'm not going any farther, or I might not be able to get back. Turn around. Run away. The bird chatters. Well, I guess I have to look. A scraggly, long-haired old man is hunched over, heaving from exhaustion, holding a sledgehammer. Should I go? He waves me off. Go! Go back! Hurry! Turn back. I turn around and run, trudging up to the road. Keep going. Come to the car and look at it, and look it over for a second. It's black and it smells like burnt oil and rubber. The deer's gone. Where is it now? Look at the side view mirror. All I see in the mirror is a pair of lights approaching. Oh! So I bring my hand down over my gun. Something becomes restless in the air around me, like static electricity. The headlights are getting closer. Step out onto the road. The car screeches to a halt in front of me. Pull out my pocket pistol. There's gotta be a better strategy. The hood of their car is unlatched and the windshield is cracked. There's a kid crying in the back seat. I brandish my pistol. Go to the driver's side window. A young, short-haired woman stares at the road ahead, pale hands clutching the wheel. The kid looks like me. Is that me? I won't tell her to get out. What am I? Oh, it's full screen now. Hi. Hi, Comrade. Something strikes. The world crumbles beneath my feet and I fall into a black ravine. I'm drowning. I can't see. Wave my arms. Okay, my options. All once true is false. In one hard blow, I'm knocked into the dark place where all the people go. I like one hard blow. Hang on, I need to hide Komaheda. He's distracting me. Where'd I put him? There. He doesn't have to be here for this. Wake up. I pick myself up. A canopy of leaves far above my head shroud the cloudy sky. So it's dim down at the forest floor. I've never been here before. Nailed to a tree, there's a small note. Read it. For fresh strikes. Unfortunately, welcome to the dark place. We all go here. Play by the dark place's 6 rules, or fate's worse than death will find you in this nightmare. I gotta know what the 6 rules are. 3 red blots mark liars. Food means depravity and death. Tellers of time are sped up by... This part of the note has been torn through. Keep reading. Holes in suspicious places may lead to the undergoing. Don't listen to the wolf. The train is the only escape. Okay. I hear a distant train whistle. All I have is an empty handgun. Oh, press X to check your pockets. Proceed to make a map. This is cool. Oh. forest to the north, I see a tree with a hole in it. Well, I'd like to see the tree. Whole tree! Okay, my top stuff doesn't get in the way of the game. That's good. One of the old trees here has a large hole that allows me to see straight through the other side. Well, I guess I'm putting my arm through it. Put my arm through the strange tree. Nothing happens. Close my eyes. Every now and then I feel something blowing on my arm. It's warm. Something chomps down. I open my eyes and reel back. My arm is gone. N40. 3 red blots. Wake up. Through the trees, I see a dark cloud moving quickly towards the northwest. Ooh. I already forgot some of the rules. Let me read them again. To red blots mark liars. Food means depravity and death. Tellers of time are sped up by. Blah blah. Holes in suspicious places may lead to the undergoing. Oh right! The hole in a suspicious place! See? I don't know what it means by scrolling to draw. Oh! Down is in. Okay, I was scrolling up before. Huh. How much blood? Is there 3 blots of it? Bloody tree. A tree has blood seeping out of the cracks in its bark. I'm afraid to come near it. Its blood flows into the nearby stream, making the water red. I can fix this, says the voice from inside the tree. You need help. Do I? You're bleeding. Yes, I know. Poisoning the water. You should cut me down, or make a good lodge. That wouldn't fix it. Yes, it would. I'm sure there's a way. But there isn't another way. That's why I'm here, poisoning the water. So what? Why do you care what happens to me? I don't want to burden you. You have to be a burden. Maybe. For now, the tree stays where it is. I leave the bleeding tree alone. To the east is a stream. Flows down around the south and continues on westward. Small stream. Just fall in the stream. Fuck. Malfa Stream. To the west is a lake. I see a dock on the north side. Here a small stream flows into the lake from the east. To the west is a murky lake. I see a dock at the north side. To the south, a river flows into the lake from the east. To the west... Take me to the dock. How big is this lake? There we go. To the south is a rickety wooden dock running out into the center of the murky lake. There's a tin bucket at the end of the dock. To the west is a small wooden shed. I want bucket. There's a bucket. I see something shiny inside. Take the thing. It's a key! Oh! Give me. I hear bubbles! Show me bubbles. That's baby! It's probably tricking me. Stand back as something emerges from the water. It's a big bronze empty diving helmet with round barred windows in the front and side. Jump back, his black gloved hands reach out and grab onto the dock. The whole thing climbs out of the water onto the dock to the south. Looks like a decrepit antique diving suit covered in barnacles and rust. I don't see anyone inside. What are you? Well, it's baby. The rusting diving suit takes 2 steps down the dock closer to me, making weird noises. Back away slowly. Back away, the diving suit doesn't come any closer. Leave. Diving suit is still standing there. West is a small wooden shed. It's a wooden shed, there's a door here. Listen. Well, there's clearly something or someone in there. It'd be polite to knock. I think the audio's looping. The door unlocks. There's a gigantic machine and cords running all over the floor. And a man. His back is turned towards me. He notices the light covers his face. No, please, just give me more time. What are you talking about? The device. What, you aren't here to wreck me? Please, close the door and lock it. Okay. Close the door behind me and lock it. The 2 of us are alone in the shed. The man goes back to fumbling with the big machine. Look at it. It looks like a giant black fridge covered in knobs and dials, with big pipes and wheels like a steam engine. There's also an open panel with cords dangling out. It looms over him. What's your name? Be polite. He jumps at my words, as if he already forgot I was there. I'm Win, he says. What are you doing? My machine isn't working. What does the machine do? Keeps me alive, that's what it does. Why? Turns around and looks past me to the door. They'll come take me. They can't find out it's useless or they'll take me. Where will they take you? They'll take me to Dimloos. Why would they do that? They mean well. They don't want to hurt me. But I know I'll end up in Dimloos, Win says hopelessly. Every time I stray from the machine, it's like there's nowhere else to go. I can help. You stay here, he says, just for a little while longer. So pounding at the door and Win whimpers. I hold the door. I hold the door as best I can. It sounds like there are multiple people outside. Watch him. He turns back to the machine as if to return to work, but his hands are down by his sides. As the door keeps rattling, he finally slides down to the floor. It's hopeless. Endless wandering. Endless wandering. No, it's not. The door busts open, sending me across the room. I land on the floor. Gotta look. A dark, cold mist floods in through the door, filling the shed and making me shiver. Then, just as quickly, the mist fades away. The man is gone. There's no one else here. It's quiet. Look at the machine. Ugh. A fire bursts out of the machine and streaks out through the door like a firework. Bright embers glide down to the floor where it was. Go outside. Step out of the shed. A blinding light reflects off the lake and something soars above it. I hear a call like a hawk. It leaves a trail of embers that fizzles out on the water. And it zooms between the trees on the south side, leaving behind a path of fire which remains. Why do I hear the baby again? Did I hear something? South and west is the lake. Grass is scorched and path leading from the water's edge to the southeast. Some weird things in the grass here. Like tiny cranks that would go in the backs of wind-up toys. The grass is scorched and a path leading to the southeast. Grass is scorched and a path. South. East. Far to the south. Road. There's a telephone pole and a poster stuck to it with a picture of a werewolf grinning and winking cutely. Attend the party, east of Dagger. Time for that. East is a giant rock. To the south there is a tall sparkling gold gate and a big monument sign. Millington Grove. Around the gate there is a bird lying on the ground which seems to be dead. Feathers of its wings are burnt and blackened, revealing their spindly bones. Can't talk to the bird at all, or investigate it. South, a red brick path stretches on up the hill, and around me are tall, trimmed hedges with big red flowers popping out. A middle-aged man approaches with a cane, a top hat, slicked back hair, and a tight, long-sleeved coat with golden trims and fastenings. Hello. Hello. What are you doing here? Wait, do I recognize you? Who are you? My name is Wynn, he says, smiling with big dimples in his wrinkly cheeks. I must be thinking of someone else. Nice to meet you. How did you get here? He shakes his head. Oh, I just don't know. It's funny, isn't it, how the tides take you? Never thought I'd own my own acre. It's like I was just born here. You own this? Yep, bought this estate. It's mine. Why don't you come with me and I'll show you around? He chuckles as he takes out a big shiny golden pipe and smokes it. Of course, it's my buddy Win. Win walks with his cane beside me. What brings you here? Then he pulls out some berries, and a long-horned antelope jumps out from the bushes at the side of the brick path and nibbles out of his hand. It bounds past us and between the hedges. Followed. I'm curious about the burning bird. Oh, how strange. I've never seen one before myself. Sounds like a beautiful creature, though quite inefficient. Ahead of us is a great white triple-decker mansion. Mighty spires and roofs upon balconies upon roofs. On the way, he shows me a pond with several fish swirling together in silence. I believe the maid is preparing dinner and dessert as we speak. What would you like? Hot chocolate. Ah, so cozy. What kind of treat for a winter train. We approach the front door, under a wide awning and surrounded by a lush, wild garden beyond a picket fence. I don't know if I've ever actually seen Polar Express, which is absolutely what's being referenced here. Oh, it's whimsical in here. The door swings open on its own with an electronic chime. While I'm inside. We step inside a big foyer with chocolate-colored tiles and two white marble staircases, curving up to a balcony with an ornate railing, all colored by a reddish stained glass patterning on the front window. The man places his top hat on a stand and continues on with his cane. Look to my side. On a plush rug, there is a big couch and TV mounted on the wall over a fake fireplace screen. Look up. A bright, enormous, sparkling chandelier looms across seemingly every inch of the room. I follow Win past the doorway to my right, through which I see another bigger couch and bigger screen between tall bookshelves. Look ahead. Win walks by a hulking rectangular glass case in the center of the lobby, twice the size of a fridge. Encased inside, I see a big machine. It's the same machine that Win was working on in the shed at the lake. Now it's turned off, disconnected, and put on display. Ask about the machine after I sip my water. Oh, it's majestic, isn't it? A real work of art. The man turns and looks up at the obelisk of dials and unplugged sockets, all of it frozen in time on a marble pedestal. It's like a clunky combustion engine. It's not beautiful. Speak for yourself. My magnum opus, he says. My award. Gives me so many memories of when it was in action. I'm not gonna be mean to it. What happened to it? Oh, the maintenance it took to keep it on. It just wasn't realistic to keep it running. Lost sleep just afraid to death it would quit out on me. But it did, and well, look at me now. He turns and walks on with a chuckle. We enter a red carpeted hallway between the staircases by large paintings. That's my father, and that's my grandfather, he says. Turns in through a doorway on the right. We find ourselves in the kitchen. A tall robot buzzes up and asks Win what we want for dinner. Then it rolls off behind the counters and works fast. Its arms swing to the cupboards and stir pots in a blur. Wynn steps out and continues down the hall. Want to see the movie room? Of course I want to see the movie room. We walk down the hall through double doors into a room with a massive projector and pristine leather seats. Wynn taps the remote control. The bass speakers start to vibrate. The bass. Sorry, fish typo. Yup. Oops, he says. Left the volume on too high. Had to change out the batteries there on the remote. Phew. He offers me a pair of 3D glasses. Wanna watch a picture? I wanna watch a picture. I'm sorry. Of course, I'm not really a movie guy myself. He clicks off the screen and we step back out into the hall. Oh, maybe you'd like to see the horses. Okay. We walk down the long hallway, around a corner, and past the door. The man opens it. Oh, I don't remember this room. Isn't that just great? I peek inside. It's a huge bounce house room full of trampolines and inflatable castles and ramps and a huge disco ball in the center. Want to, jump around? No thanks. Yeah! Trampolines. Dangerous! Closes the door and we continue down the hallway. We step across a big train track which runs straight across the hallway. Why is that there? Oh, the estate was built on top of the Dark Place Railroad. It's not just something you can get rid of, some kind of super durable steel. But I like it for the style. It's so avant-garde. Good thing there's no train, right? There's no train? You didn't know? It's one of the great mysteries. Track without a train. He walks on past the track. Well, we have clues about this train we need to catch. Then we get to 2 doors at the end, and we step through a room full of outlets and cords and round fenced treadmills, each with an apparatus set above it. This is the VR room. We make our way through to another set of doors and into another hallway. Back porch should be just up ahead here. Then you can see the horses. Okay. We pass by an open doorway, and I see an indoor basketball court. Then we pass a snack machine and microwave and some chairs. Then by a room with a green screen and film set with boom microphones and tall chairs. That's where I film my funny videos, you know, on the grind. Okay. We pass by a doorway with windows on it. I look through and see a whole go-kart track with ramps and obstacles. 2 carts are positioned on the start line. The walls of the huge room are painted to look like it's outside. We walk down the long hallway, around a corner, and past a door. The man opens it. Oh yes, this is my backup theater. It's another room with a big projector and reclining leather seats and cup holders. They really want me to have the option to leave at any point of this. Then we get to 2 doors at the end and we step through a room full of outlets and cords and round fenced treadmills, each with an apparatus set above it. Well, I forgot this was here, another VR room. Can't have too many, right? Just in case. Back porch should be just up ahead here, then you can see the horses. Indoor basketball court. Snack machine. It's gonna loop. That's why they keep giving me the option. We pass by a door with windows on and look through to see another whole go-kart track with ramps and obstacles. He says, I wanted to try a different track design. 2 carts are positioned down the start line. I want to play go-karts with Wynn! It's my second backup theater. How long will they let me keep doing this? The VR room. Back porch. Another indoor basketball court. Funny videos. Another track. My third backup theater. Indoor soccer arena. So it's gradually changing. So either there's like either it's gonna procedurally generate an infinite house or there is an end to it. I'm sticking through to this. I'm sticking with this. It's my other backup theater. Okay, stopped counting the theaters. Another VR room. Back porch should be up ahead. Indoor basketball court. So it's back to basketball. My funny videos. The same track. This is my backup theater. It's looping! Okay. It might be procedurally generated. I have to go. The man stops and turns back to me. Oh no, that's probably understandable. Have a nice day. We all have things to do. He walks with me back towards the kitchen. I have a parrot upstairs. He loves meeting visitors. Sorry. Wynn looks down. His pace drops and his cane drops with a thud. You okay? He walks to the other side of the hallway. Under the painting of his grandfather, and crouches down. He pulls a panel off the wall. He stands up holding a glass bottle. There's a cloth on the top. He pulls up a lighter and flicks it. What are you doing? Wynn throws the ball across the hallway, away from us both. It explodes in flames, then the fire alarm goes off and a sprinkler system kicks on and quickly douses the flames out. He swings around and punches the wall. His fist bounces off, then he winces and holds it. What are you doing? Wynn runs past me to a bench with cushioned seats. Under the bench, he pulls up the side of the carpet, stands up with a grenade and pulls the pin. My grenade now. Run back towards the lobby. But after 5 seconds, nothing has happened. I look back. Grenade is on the carpet on the opposite wall from him. Hold my ears. I hold my ears and wait for the detonation. But after 5 seconds, it still hasn't happened. The grenade is a dud or something. He flips the bench over and then pushes out a wall lamp and kicks a table on his way to the lobby. He reaches behind the curtain of a window and pulls out a sledgehammer. Then he swings it through the curtain at the glass. Well, I gotta watch. I gotta see where he's going with this. The hammer bounces off the window with a bang, but the glass doesn't break. He tries again, but it doesn't break. Actually, the entire hallway looks as if he hasn't done anything at all. Heaving, Wynn lugs the hammer along with him out into the lobby. He stomps up to the machine encased on the award pedestal. Let's talk about this. Slings and smashes through the glass. We hear a bolt from the machine fall on the ground. Lights flicker on the chandelier. Holding the hammer over his head, he tips back and almost falls. He swings again. He strikes the machine. The lights go out everywhere. The window shatters, and I see the man's shadow jumping out. Parts fly out of the machine and hit the floor. Follow him. Outside by the front door into the fresh air. South, I see the front porch. Meets north and south. hedges. Find a small pond. Several fish. Trail of blood leads west. To the west is a black barred fence. To the south, I see the back of a large wooden building. Trail of blood leads to the wall and then turns around to the front. Horses! It's the horses! A tidy thatched roof protects 3 pens. They've all been opened and they're empty. Wind sits on a rock outside the stable and faces out towards the bright field, where 2 horses are prancing together, one gray and one dark brown. Talk to him. He's my buddy. He doesn't answer or look at me. He's just looking at the horses. He's taken off his coat. His eyelids are half closed, leaning forward with his hands on his knees. What happened to you? He fades, becoming see-through like glass, until finally I can't see him anymore. Okay. Gotta say hi to the horses. If I sat, I'd be under a canopy of petals. To the east is a red brick road curving around the side of a great white mansion which rests in a deep swirling greenery. I nearly trip over a train track which runs west and east. Say hi to the horses. Oh. Any more south? Past the fence I could see an empty highway. Cute. One's west and east. So I can't follow it further west. Fuck! Running straight onto the wall of the mansion. Huh. Okay. Alright. I'm already back on the west wall of the mansion again, aren't I? Okay, there's the door. It's another fucking blackboard fence. Is there a gap in the fence? This is a lot of train track. How long am I gonna go without seeing anything else of note? To the east I see a turn. To the north. Colorful squares are drawn on the train track in chalk with numbers in them, ending at 20 here. To the north I see kids. They're playing hopscotch on the tracks? 3 small children are playing hopscotch on the train track. They've drawn colorful squares on the railroad ties with chalk, jumping across. The squares continue down the train track a very long way south. Hello. They seem to notice me. Okay. A man sits on the train track, wearing a dark gray jacket. In a gravelly voice, he says, "You know this track leads to a place called Dimlu's?" What about it? Oh, I'd stay away from it if I were you. That's like telling someone to run from a disease. If you end up in there, you'll be lost forever. I've been close to it. You want to know something? Yeah. The trees aren't made of wood here. It's all some kind of steel. You can't even light the grass. It's fake, or maybe it's the cold, or some kind of flame retardant. It's the only forest that'll never burn down. And I can't be the first one to try. That's strange. The man laughs and pulls at the collar of his jacket absentmindedly. Pretty standard, really, if you're looking at everything else around here. Okay, good talk. Yep. Blood trail leads off the track towards the west. Quick little detour. To the west there's a big cobblestone wall that stretches to the north and south. There's a small crack in the bottom of the wall where a few stones have been taken out. Blood trail leads into it from the east. It can't possibly fit in there. Alright. Well, I kinda doubt it's win again. So I'm going back to the train tracks. Yup. Feel a hot wind blowing from the north. To the north is a blazing forest fire. I cannot press onward. The track leads into the fire and smoke where I can barely see it make a turn to the west. Dagger Forest. To the north is a blazing forest fire. I cannot press onward. Far to the north, a train track turns through the fire. It turns and emerges to the east. Well, I heard something about visiting something east of Dagger. I see the remnants of a burnt down house deep in the fire. Dusk. I know that game. It's a giant rocky plain. To the east there are no trees as far as the eye can see. To the northwest is a blazing forest fire. The wall of fire reaches all the way to the dead, dry rocks of dusk. It stretches on north for miles. Okay. Every tree is on fire. There's a big fancy billboard between the burning trees to the west. Welcome to Dagger. There's a lady with a baby stroller. A baby troller! The lady looks around left and right suspiciously. Standing on a long slope that leads down into the Dagger Forest, the stroller pointing westward. Crouch down? She doesn't see me. She looks over her other shoulder, then back ahead, her eyes shot wide open. I can't see in the stroller. She looks up and lets go of the stroller as if she's distracted by the clouds. The lady walks on north with her hands free. There's a lady in the distance without a baby stroller. To the east I see a sleek building. Oh boy. There's a shiny, faceless building here with sharp corners like a big aluminum rectangle lying on its side. There are no windows, but there is some fancy landscaping, which stands out like a mirage in the barren plain of dust. For the entrance, I walk around the corner, around some trimmed bushes. There's a big steel sign in the ground here with the words Dagger Clinic. Surprised to see a very large entrance with no door, a sort of tunnel. There's a sign overhead, entrance 7 feet. Well, that doesn't sound like train tracks. Smoke blows across me to the northeast. The air tastes like soot. To the south is the edge of a burning forest, which extends far east and west, reaching all the way up to the dead, dry rocks of dusk. Every tree is on fire. But we're on the north edge of the forest fire. So eventually, I'm gonna find the train tracks again. Yep. I'm committed to this now. It's a pretty big forest. Train track! We're back on track. Part of me is getting the feeling. Oh! Let's reach it. No, back to the train track. Turns here. West. All around the track, water seeps through the cracks in the rocks, flowing south. As I was saying, part of me feels like the track past the gapless fence in Dimlu's might have been the actual solution. But you know what they say about sunk cost? You gotta keep sinking that cost. I just heard a cricket. Yup. Off the train track north, there are crowds of people moving slowly towards the horizon. Curious. The horizon's so close, so bright. I can almost reach it. Not that curious? So I could see the people. Alright. This feels like a good time to ramble about whatever I've been into. But what I've been into continues to be Red Valley. And last time I talked too much about Red Valley on stream, it crashed everything. Oh? Far to the west I see a dark and pale forest of trees, mostly aligned in a perfect grid. That's interesting. The track's gonna take me right through it, isn't it?
Huh?
I'm shadowed from the west by a dark and pale forest of trees, almost perfectly spaced apart. That sounds like a tree farm to me. Or whatever it's called. It's quiet under the trees. The track stretches far to the west and east. It's quiet here. see a sign posted to the south. I'll check it out. There's a wide aluminum sign covered in rust. It reads, "Warning! Dimloose contains infinitesimal space. Approach at your own risk." Oh. This is Dimloose. Is this Dimloose? And not where Wynn was? Hi. Oh. Oh. It's quiet here. To the west, the track leads into a darker forest. There's a giant dark cloud hanging over it. There are warning signs nailed to the trees telling me to turn back east. Well, Dimloose. On both sides of the train track, the trees have aligned in a perfect grid pattern. The track stretches east, west, and east. It's getting darker. All the bushes and trees are coated in a dull half-light that plays tricks on my eyes. I keep seeing things in the corners of my sight. The track stretches west and east. There's a colorful polka-dotted banner hanging over the train track here. Strung between the trees. Looks fit for a birthday party. Read it. "Welcome to Dimloose." It reads in bright red and pink, bubbly letters. Below that is smaller text reading, "Say hello to our lovely residents. Follow the winding creek's trails." So Wynn didn't go to Dimloose at all. Getting darker. The dark cloud looming above makes it seem like nightfall. It's not transitioning as fast anymore. To the south, a small trail leads down from the train track. I'll check it out. The trail leads further south. The trail turns east. The trail turns south. West. North. East. South. West. North. It's a circle. Wait, this trail's leading me around in a circle. But where's the trail that led me here? I turned back and walked north toward the train track, but it's gone. It must be around here somewhere. Dimloose. Dimloose. Oh, I fell for the trick. Wherever I go looks the same. It's all the same grid of trees, as far as I could see. Sure, if I go the same way long enough, I'll find something. Start running. Dimloose. Dimloose. I have to go, it's really Dimloose. I run for hours. Dimloose. 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 I run for days. Dimloose. Dimloose. Lose my sense of direction. Go. Go. Dimloose. Go. For years, I lost track of time. Go. 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 I slow down. Go. Go. Dimloose. Go. 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 The heart I brought into Dimloose was lost, leaving something else to wander. End 84. So the first ending I got was 40. This is 84. I am wondering how many endings there are, because that's quite a gap. Yep, Dimleys. I don't want to continue a forest. That's quite a ways back. I would like... It feels a bit short of a stream, considering how little effort of gameplay this took me. But reading exerts one's throat, and I haven't been using my throat enough for this type of thing as of late. I'm not super uncomfortable yet, but it's good to avoid that sort of thing. I'm holding to quit. There we go. Display capture be gone. Hi. I forgot Natrixa was back there. Hi, Natrixa. I should stream Serious Sam Tormental sometime. But it would make more sense for me to stream like at least one mainline Serious Sam game before I do that. I do have... how many... Let me check how many Serious Sam games I have. Hang on. Ta-da! Bring me to my collection. I put them in a collection. There he is. I have Serious Sam 1 and 2 for the mainline games. I don't think I'll stream Serious Sam 2, or if I do, I will start at the midpoint, because the first half of that game is both, not only is the first half of the game not fun, it is also racist, so it will, so if I stream Serious Sam 2, it will depend entirely on how I do at it on my own time. And then for spin-offs, there's Tormental, Double DXXL, and the Random Encounter, which the Random Encounter fucking sucks, but I might stream that. It might be more fun if I stream it. I don't know. We'll see. I do have another Serious Sam spin-off that isn't in my stream library. I do have the Greek Encounter, which is barely anything, but I have it. But I'll stream Serious Sam eventually. I should buy more of the mainline games, though. I don't need to stream most of the spin-offs. I've looked into them on my own time, and they're not... Tormental is the only good spin-off in my experience thus far. And Siberian Mayhem, if you want to count that as a spin-off. I'm not sure which one it falls into myself. And there's also Serious Sam Next Encounter, which I did get my hands on that. That's a console exclusive. Serious Sam Advance is... I think that's just a port of the first game, which looks like dog shit. I'm looking at a screenshot on Wikipedia. It's not... It doesn't look good. Oh, it's a spin-off. The game has... The player controls Sam Serious Stone through confined levels. First in ancient Egypt, then ancient Rome. Plot. Serious Sam Advance is non-canon. Returned from a time travel mission to Abu Simbel in 2113. Scientists assess the time lock technology. Usually they can use it to send people to and from ancient Egypt, but in 2020 became able to control the time and place of travelers' destinations. That doesn't fit with the mainline lore. There's not a whole lot of mainline lore about the time lock, but that doesn't fit it. Whatever. It's regular Double D, which for my own sanity, I'm just gonna assume is a worse version of XXL. Kamikaze Attack is an auto runner. It's a fine game. I don't care enough about it to stream it. Bogus Detour. I haven't looked into that much at all. There's the VR game, which I physically can't stream. And I hate running backwards, which I have zero interest in whatsoever. Anyway, enough about Serious Sam. This has been a stream. I'm gonna play a lot more of The Dark Place on my own time, I think. I definitely explored only a small portion of it, but I am very intrigued. I just don't want to do that much reading, and again, anytime soon. Yeah, I'm delighted. And I'm also delighted for development on Lethal Company to continue soon now that this is out. Sorry, I immediately started reading. I immediately started catching up on Discord messages. Do I have anything else to say? Oh yeah, I might... Well, next weekend it's not gonna be October anymore, but I might stream more horror anyway. We'll see how I feel. And, I need to do some FPS gaming on my own time, so I can get back to Black Mesa, like I said. The music's done. And I have to piss. Goodbye.